rage, stay in your lane, turn the page, but something woke up deep inside, a stronger voice, a wilder ride. I've paid my dues, I know my worth, I've fallen down, I've had rebirth. Now I'm standing in my truth, not chasing time, I'm choosing me. I've got wisdom in my bones, fire in my soul. This isn't the ending, this is the moment I take control. Life gets better after 40, clearer vision, brighter glow. I'm not fading, I'm ascending. This is the best I've ever known. Stronger, bolder, unapologetic. I'm just getting started, don't you see? 40's forward, this is my time. The future's finally looking like me.
Welcome to 40s Forward. This is going to be our special holiday episode, surviving the holidays without sabotaging your health and creating a new year that actually sticks. So welcome to 40s Forward, the podcast where we don't age quietly, we age boldly. I'm Dr. Betsy Greenleaf, triple board certified, root cause obsessed, microbiome loving, pelvic peace bringing champion for people who want to look great, feel great, and perform great in life, at work, and definitely in the bedroom. So if the holidays leave you feeling joyful, nostalgic, overwhelmed, bloated, exhausted, emotional, and wondering why your genes are suddenly lying to you, sometimes all in the same day, you're exactly where you're supposed to be. So let's move 40 forwards together because we're not going downhill, we're leveling up. So the holiday paradox, there's something no one talks about openly enough. The holidays are supposed to be magical, but for many people over 40, they're also quite brutal. You're expected to show up happy, grateful, festive, and connected. At the same time, you're probably juggling end-of-the-year work deadlines, family expectations, financial pressure, social obligations, old family dynamics, memories of people who may no longer be here, and a body that no longer tolerates chaos the way it once did. And here's the part that really stings. Your younger self could bounce back. Late nights, sugar, alcohol, stress, no problem. Now, one disrupted week can throw off your sleep, your mood, your digestion, your weight, your libido, and energy for weeks. So if you ever thought, why does this feel harder now? Why can't I just enjoy this like I used to? Why does January feel like a punishment instead of a possibility? Today's episode is exactly for you. This is not about discipline. This is not about willpower. This is about biology, compassion, and strategy. Why the holidays hit differently after 40. So let's normalize something important. The holidays feel harder after 40, not because you're weaker, but because your body is more honest. Here's what's happening physiologically. Your stress hormone, cortisol, rises more easily. Your blood sugar becomes more reactive. Sleep becomes lighter and more fragile. Alcohol disrupts you faster and longer. Inflammation increases, digestion slows, hormonal fluctuations become less forgiving. And let's not forget the emotional triggers. Seeing family who still treats you like you're 16 or maybe treat you like you don't know what you're talking about in your career. Conversations you've outgrown, expectations you no longer align with. Unfortunately, grief that shows up quietly during joyful moments. Your nervous system is still processing a lot. This isn't weakness. This is awareness. Your body is asking for leadership, not punishment. The most damaging holiday mindset. I want to gently, firmly retire one phrase right now. I fell off the wagon. There is no wagon. This is only your life. This all or nothing mindset is one of the biggest reasons people struggle during the holidays and spiral afterwards. One cookie, and believe me, I have been here many times. The one cookie turns into, well, I blew it. I know for many times I've said, well, you know what? That one cookie, well, I just ruined my diet, so I might as well just keep going and start again after the new year. On a regular basis, it's like, well, I'll start again on Monday. But down this time, it's like, well, we'll start again in January. But here's the thing, it was only one cookie. It doesn't mean you need to blow everything. That one skipped workout becomes, well, I'll start again in January. One late night becomes, what's the point? So the mindset creates shame, and shame is physiologically toxic, not only mentally, but physically. So here's the reframe I want you to sit with. The holidays are not a test of discipline. They're a test of self-leadership. Self-leadership sounds like, what does my body need today? How do I want to feel tomorrow morning? What choice supports me most right now? Health is not built between Christmas and New Year's. It's built between New Year's and Christmas or Hanukkah or whatever you celebrate. So, how to survive the holidays without wrecking your body? Number one, let's protect your hormones first. So, after 40, hormones are the lens through which everything is experienced. Late nights, sugar, alcohol, emotional stress, they all will spike cortisol. And cortisol will then in turn disrupt your sleep, drives belly fat, worsens hot flashes, increases anxiety, blocks muscle building. You don't need to eliminate stress, you just need to buffer it. So buffering it may include exposure to morning sunlight, protein at breakfast, getting enough hydration through the day, gentle strength training, magnesium, early bedtimes when possible. These are not nice extras. These are going to be your survival tools. Number two, eat for stability, not restriction. You do not need to avoid holiday food. What you need is anchoring. Think protein first, fiber second, and then enjoy the fun. This stabilizes blood sugar, hormones, and mood, and prevents the crash and burn cycle that makes January miserable. Other things is if you're going to a party, a tip may be eat before you go to that party so that when you get to the party, you're not ravishing and make less than ideal decisions. Number three, alcohol with intention. After 40, alcohol disrupts REM sleep, spikes inflammation, worsens mood and anxiety, slows metabolism, intensifies hot flashes and night sweats. This isn't about never. It's about asking, is this enhancing or draining this moment? And drinking in moderation is going to be a better option. Number four, move to support, not punish. The holidays are not the season for extreme workouts. They are the season for walks, strength sessions, stretching, dancing, gentle movement. Movement is medicine, not penance. Number five, emotional boundaries are health boundaries. So some family dynamics spike cortisol faster than dessert ever could. You are allowed to say no. You are allowed to leave early. You're allowed to take breaks. You're allowed to protect your peace. Boundaries are not selfish. They are biologic self-care. They're going to protect your mental health, your physical health, your inflammatory health, and your hormones. So let's talk about why New Year's resolutions fail. By February, most resolutions fail, not because people are lazy, but because the system is flawed. Resolutions fail because they tend to be vague. They tend to be punishment-based. They rely on willpower. They ignore your biology. They start from shame. Willpower is not a strategy, especially after 40. So your nervous system will follow identity, not pressure. So a better new you in the new year. So I want to rewrite new year, new you. You don't need a new you. You need a reconnected you. Here's how to create change that actually sticks. Choose 3 anchors, not 20 goals. Think about choosing strength, sleep, stress regulation. Add before you subtract. Add protein, water, movement, and support. Build systems, not rules. Rules tend to break, systems adapt. Expect resistance. Discomfort means growth, not failure. I will tell you, I started a new strength training program in the fall. And I remember the first time I worked out with my trainer, I thought to myself, I am never going to get this. It was the worst 20 minutes of my life. It was horrible. It was torture. It felt like it was never going to end. And then the 20 minutes were over. And that next day I was sore. That next week I was sore. And I remember thinking, this is horrible. I'm never going to get there. But it's those baby steps that make big changes. Because within a month, all of a sudden I found myself hopping into my husband's pickup truck a lot easier than I used to without having to grapple and grasp and climb my way into it. I just popped into it without even thinking. I found myself avoiding in the past going up and down the stairs during the day at my home because of how winded I was getting. And then all of a sudden, 2 months into the exercising, I was going up and down the stairs like a champ without even thinking. So it's pay attention to the little wins and not focus on the discomfort right now, because the discomfort right now is temporary and it will go away soon and things will change. A gentle January reset. So if January feels heavy, here's your reset. Let's normalize sleep, focus on hydration, prioritize protein, lift weights, reduce alcohol, stabilize blood sugar, and support hormones. No detoxes, no punishment exercise, no extremes. Your body wants balance, not a boot camp. And so if this episode resonates, if you're ready to stop starting over and start moving forward, this is exactly the work that we do at the International Pause Institute. We help women and men over 40 optimize hormones, reset metabolism, restore energy, reignite confidence, create sustainable change. So visit thepauseinstitute.com to explore our programs and take the hormone quiz to see where you're starting out. So in our New Year optimization programs, you can get the fresh start that you deserve. So thank you once again for listening to the 40s Forward, where we refuse to fade, we evolve. The holidays don't define you. January doesn't define you. Your worth is not measured by a calendar. Progress is built through compassion, consistency, and courage. So stay bold, stay curious, and always remember, we're not going downhill. We're leveling up. Make sure you follow us on socials. Make sure you subscribe, like this episode, share it with a friend. And remember, you're going to make it through the holidays. And very soon, we're going to look back in February and realize that right now in December, you are exactly where you need to be for weeks, months, and years to come. And your success is about to happen. So see you next time on 40s Forward, and looking forward to resilience, power, and living your best life, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and beyond. Tune in next time for more on the 40s Forward podcast.
And now it's time for Betsy's Best Buys, where we go over trusted product reviews. This segment was brought to you by the Pelvic Floor Store, your resource for personal health.
Welcome back, and now it's time for one of my favorite segments, Betsy's Best Buys. This is the segment where I cut through the noise, the marketing hype, and the influencer nonsense to share products and services I actually use, trust, and recommend. Things that genuinely make life better, especially after 40. No gimmicks, no quick fixes, just tools that support your nervous system, your hormones, your sleep, and your sanity.
And this segment is proudly brought to you by the Pelvic Floor Store, because stress doesn't just live in your head. Today's Betsy's Best Buys is all about stress reduction and relaxation. If you feel wired but tired, overstimulated, not sleeping well, snapping at people you love, or like your nervous system is permanently stuck in overdrive, this is for you. Let's talk science-backed tools that actually help your body shift from fight or flight into rest and repair. Before we talk products, we need to talk physiology. Stress isn't just emotional, it's biological. When your nervous system perceives threat, whether that's emails, deadlines, caregiving, finances, or nonstop world news, your body releases cortisol and adrenaline. Short term, that's helpful. Long term, it's destructive. Chronic stress contributes to poor sleep, weight gain, hormone imbalance, anxiety, depression, muscle tension, pelvic floor dysfunction, low libido, inflammation, and accelerated aging. And here's the key point most people miss. You cannot think your way out of stress. You have to train your nervous system. That's where today's Best Buys come in. One of my favorite tools for stress reduction is the Muse headband. Muse is a wearable EEG device that measures your brainwaves in real time while you meditate. In plain English, it shows you what your brain is actually doing, not what you think it's doing. Most people say, "I'm bad at meditation." That's not true. You're just untrained. Muse gives you biofeedback. When your mind is busy, you hear stormy sounds. As your brain settles, the soundscape becomes calm. That feedback loop literally trains your brain toward relaxation. From a science standpoint, this helps increase alpha brain waves, which are associated with calm focus, while reducing high beta waves associated with stress and overthinking. This isn't woo, it's neuroscience. Studies show that consistent meditation with real-time feedback can lower perceived stress, improve sleep quality, and improve emotional regulation. I especially love Muse for high achievers, type A personalities, and people who say they can't shut their brain off. You don't need to meditate for an hour. 5 to 10 minutes a day can genuinely rewire your nervous system. Now, if wearables aren't your thing or you want something incredibly accessible, let's talk about the Insight Timer app. Insight Timer is one of the largest free meditation libraries in the world, and it's fantastic. What I love about Insight Timer is that it offers thousands of guided meditations, breathwork sessions, yoga nidra, sleep tracks, stress reduction protocols, and even longer courses led by respected teachers. And here's something important. Guided meditation is not cheating. Your nervous system doesn't care if you're listening to a voice or sitting in silence. What matters is that you're entering a regulated state. Insight Timer is especially helpful for beginners, people with anxiety, sleep issues, or anyone who needs trauma-informed options. You can search by stress, sleep, anxiety, time length, or even voice preference. 5 minutes in your car counts. 10 minutes before bed counts. This is about consistency, not perfection. Now let's talk about music as medicine, because this is where the science gets really interesting. You can find relaxation music on almost any platform: Amazon Music, Apple Music, Spotify, really anywhere you listen to music. Search terms like binaural beats, alpha wave meditation, theta sleep music, or deep relaxation. So what are binaural beats? Binaural beats occur when two slightly different sound frequencies are played in each ear. Your brain perceives the difference between those frequencies and synchronizes to that pattern. This process is called brainwave entrainment. Different brainwaves correspond to different states of consciousness. Beta waves are associated with alertness and stress. Alpha waves are calm and relaxed. Theta waves are deep meditation and early sleep. Delta waves are deep, restorative sleep. Listening to binaural beats can help guide your brain into these states more easily. Research suggests benefits for anxiety reduction, stress relief, improved sleep onset, and improved focus. One important note, for true binaural effects, you need to use headphones. This is one of the simplest, lowest effort ways to help your nervous system downshift, especially in the evening when cortisol should be low and melatonin should be rising. Here's how I recommend using these tools together in real life. In the morning, try 5 minutes of Muse or a short guided meditation to set the tone for your day. Midday, use a brief breathing or relaxation track if you start to feel overwhelmed. In the evening, use Insight Timer or binaural beats with the lights dimmed and your phone out of your face. This isn't about adding more to your to-do list. It's about creating nervous system safety. When your body feels safe, hormones regulate better, sleep improves, mood improves, pain improves, libido improves. Everything improves. That's today's Betsy's Best Buys. Stress-reducing tools that help you relax, sleep better, and feel more like yourself again. Stress management isn't a luxury, it's foundational healthcare. And this segment was brought to you by the Pelvic Floor Store, where we believe true wellness includes your nervous system, your pelvic floor, and your whole body, mind, muscle, and hormones included. Find us at pelvicfloorstore.com. Use code 40SOFORWARD. That is 40SFORWARD for 10% off.
Follow and subscribe. We've got more coming up to help you live your best life. 40s Forward. All links you can find at our website, 40sforward.com.
Life gets better after 40, clearer vision, brighter glow. I'm not fading, I'm ascending. This is the best I've ever known. Stronger, bolder, unapologetic. I'm just getting started. Don't you see? 40 We got wisdom, we got fire, we got nothing left to prove. This is power, this is freedom, this is living fully you. Life gets better after 40. This is where I rise and shine.